Hey, Railbirds, here we are at the 2022 WPA World Artistic Pool Championship, coming at you from the fabulous League Room in Parkersburg, West Virginia. This is semifinal number 2 with Jason Lynch and Master Lynn. This event presented to you by Jacoby Custom Cues, Championship Billiard Fabric, Dynaspheres, Next Gen Phenolic Resin Balls, and Digital Pool. Thank you guys for your support. Greatly appreciated. Also check out Dr. Q, Navigator, and Balanced Billiards. We appreciate your support as well. Our contestants today, doing battle in the arena, Jason, the Michigan Kid Lynch, currently ranked 2nd in the WPA Artistic Pool Division from Bay City, Michigan. He's a 2019 World Special Arts Champion. That's the current standing. 2 times World Jump Champion and a former World Draw and Bank and Kick Champion. Sponsors include Paramount Billiards, Railbirds Productions, yep, that's us, Eastside Billiards, Mid-Michigan APA, Digital Pool, The League Room, and Kelly's Pool Hall. His opponent doing battle in the arena, Master Lin, Chi-Ming Lin from Chiayi, Taiwan. He is the current, as of 2019, WPA World Artistic Pool Champion. Sponsored by YTT and KFQs. Players are ready to get started, starting with Discipline 1, Shot 2C, I believe is what I heard. And I'm going to... Uh-oh, my microphone's going a little bit wonky here. I'm going to turn the microphone over to the good commentators, the A-team. Mark White and Stacy Mendrick. Thank you, guys.
Well, I'm B.A. Baracus. I don't know which member of the A-team you are. But that's Stacy Mendrick. Hi, Stacy. How you doing?
Good, and you?
Yeah, just about recovered, actually, from the first semi-final, which was absolutely crazy. I saw you watching it from above the table there.
Yeah.
First shot of the day, then. The beast still, is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
This is a shot you can see people set up drastically different, too. I set it up about 1 centimeter outside the pocket, and some people use a full ball. You'll see he's using about a half a ball.
So what's the secret to making this one?
Just hit it
Just
clean.
hit it.
I mean, personally, if you throw English on it, it throws the 7 ball off in this case. So I personally like hitting it with just center.
Second attempt then. And it's gone wide again. Our second semi-final. We will go through 8 disciplines, including trick and fancy, which we're doing now.
Yeah, see, he's setting it up closer to the pocket now.
He heard you.
He knows.
It's unlike you to be too loud.
No, not like me at all.
You be as loud as you want. You don't have to change. Not for us.
Oh, yeah. I think the players would disagree.
So third and final attempt then. This was Jason's choice, remember, the Michigan Kid. Well, no points for Jason Lynch. Next up, the master himself, defending champion.
Hi, Caitlin.
Chi-Ming Lin. Let's go, Jason. Let's go, the master. Everyone, let's go. Come on.
Right? Everybody. See, now he's gotten the ball out.
They're so quick at setting these up, these guys, sometimes. Bit far?
Well, I mean, like, it depends. He's probably hitting it with English, but really, in essence, the cue ball needs to be the middle ball. He shouldn't be doing this with the cue ball, but it's just a...
yeah.
It's just a look thing.
Oh! Well, it didn't go anyway.
Yeah, I don't think... This is just a nitpicky thing, you know, because, like, see how that 9 ball moved off the rail a little bit?
Yeah.
That's when you know that your actual hit was kind of a little wonky, because that ball shouldn't move at all.
So, yeah, as Stacey pointed out, choosing to play it differently. She's actually using the 12 ball as the...
It's easier because it's the cue ball normally in the middle. then you can, like, what ball you're looking to, because there's a requirement that that 9 ball only moves a certain amount, if it does move at all. So it's easier when it's the cue ball.
Second attempt. Wow, exactly the same as the first one. So he'll get one more shot in the trick and fancy category. Next up, special arts. Each player will take it in turns to choose their shot. Both players must shoot the same shot, and then they'll alternate. And then, should we need it, like we did in the last semi-final, we could have another tiebreaker. Super exciting.
Yeah, that was pretty. I'm glad I was here to see it. It's just absolutely amazing. So much tension.
Yeah, you could feel it in the room. I described it like an aircraft. My ears were popping. There was so much pressure. In it goes. Yes, he's made it. So first blood then to Chi-Ming Lin. The master takes a 5-point lead. So out comes the Bible. And I've just been given one of them.
Oh.
On a download.
You did.
Not on the down low, on the download.
On the download.
And a bit on the down low as well. I feel quite privileged to be sent one of them. Thank you very much to the president. I feel like I'm a member now.
See, there you go. Now you just have to practice them.
Now I've just got to practice, yeah.
Next time I see you, boy, you better be hitting them.
Well, I have asked Brian if we could have one rule change before I start. And that's change it from 3 attempts to 27. So I think that's how many times. I got 2 of them first go last night, actually.
You did.
But then it was that pesky cross side one, you know, where you just shave it.
Bank,
Yes, that one. Oh, this looks. Oh, look at this.
This is over, round, and under. So interesting enough, over, round, and under, I thought went nicely with the railroad shot. You've got 3 cues out of the corner pocket, right? And so you go over, round, and under. I thought that was a cool combination. I bring it to my first tournament just to show, like, Mike Masse, because he's the one that, like, shoots that choo-choo train shot. And Tim Chin promptly decides to bridge off his foot and make it. I was like, really? You just got to show me up that much? Bridging off his foot.
There's a great Filipino player called Jeffrey Prieto, and we had an incident in the first semi-final of some solution being put on the ball.
Yes.
Well, this guy in the Philippines says he will play anyone in the world level as long as he can wax the balls. And he also plays with his foot. Oh, look at this.
This first attempt.
First attempt. Oh!
Holy smokes. Boy, that looked good. Boy, coming off that third rail, it looked good.
It looked perfect, didn't it? Maybe he wants to move that ball out just a little bit. Seems to be going perfectly. And then all of a sudden...
Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, you kind of like, at this point, you want to be off by a diamond, not that.
I mean,
Man.
you know, what do you change there? Not much,
Nothing.
really. Nothing, right?
You're going to hit it exactly the same.
Well, this time,
Yeah.
spot on. In it goes.
And it goes. It almost jarred, though.
Wobbled it. He wobbled it, wiped its feet. So now Jason Lynch, the Michigan kid. As we see the replay. He won last year's event, and he's not going to give the title up easy, is he, Stacey?
Yeah, no, he is
wants
not.
to hold on to it.
Boy, and I was a little bit worried with the way he was shooting in prelims, because it was just, I felt like he was really tight. But this is the first time I've ever seen him shoot in person. So it's hard to tell if, like, players all play differently, right? And so I thought, I don't know, is he tight or is he just, that's how he shoots? And so, I don't know, everybody is now talking about maybe that he was just hiding himself in the prelims. And so people would pick his favorite shots against him.
Yeah, I mean, there is so much strategy, isn't there,
yes,
in this
there really
sport?
Is. Yeah. And in these matches right here, I mean, like, he's just turned it on. He's been amazing.
You know, but just in equal amounts, you know, there's strategy and there's competitiveness, but there's also that lovely thing that you've got in this sport of so much love for each other almost, you know, where they're helping each other with the shots and they're applauding the shots and we see cuddling at the end of the games and everything. It's great. So, Jason.
Yeah, it's a big family.
First attempt. Make all 3 balls whilst jumping over the bridge, coming round 3 rails.
And back
Just
under.
like that.
Yeah, that's
Looks
pretty
pretty
clean.
good.
That's pretty clean.
Well, look, he cleared the
Look at
table.
that. Yeah.
He cleared the table
He made
completely.
an extra ball.
Does he get an extra point?
They should start making that a rule. I'll start a petition.
There we see, come out swinging.
Yeah, his was nice. His actually stayed on the table a little bit longer than Lynn's did because, like, Lynn's was still hopping off of that first rail, and his got settled real quick.
I mean, you can't hit it any better than we just saw. That was absolute perfection, wasn't it? If you'd like to demonstrate on how that shot has to be made, there it was right there.
Yep.
So, oh, finally.
Look at you.
Do you know what? If I died today, I would die a happy man if I see this particular shot now done properly. The circular draw, I've waited so long for this.
So I've watched this gentleman hit this shot with multiple blocker balls on the way out. So he's gone around 3 or 4, not just one ball, but he goes out and around 3 or 4 and then comes back and makes it into the corner. Jason's got one of the most amazing strokes that we have going on here.
His game reminds me of Mike Masse as well. You know,
Yeah.
that kind of player, big stocky guy, lots of power,
Yeah.
good draw, good stroke.
He needs like a foot to be a foot taller, but yeah. He is.
Well, he can use the raising the floor
Yeah.
little step if he wants to. Attempt number 1. So what does he need to do there just to get that cue ball moving a little bit more?
It almost looks like he just
He
didn't
let
put
up
a
on
lot
it.
of power on it. So
Yeah.
there's 2 ways to hit this that we just all figured out the other day. So you can hit it with power, which is what he's doing right now. He's specifically trying to do a power draw. You can also hit this with a jump draw. 2 totally different strokes, but both work.
Wow, too much that
Yep.
time.
Yeah, so needs something in the middle.
There's that darts analogy again. 1 above, 1 below, 1 in the middle.
Yep.
Doesn't hang around, just giving that shoulder a little bit of a stretch. He's back in red today. He was in white yesterday. Red the first day, white the second. I noticed these things.
Yeah.
So, 3rd attempt. Oh, and again. Whoa, that sounded a little bit funny.
Yep. I think he
I think he
broke
might
his...
have just
yep.
broken his stick. Wow.
That's a shame. That's his bread and butter. Like, he's really good. That and, like, if he happens to pull a whip draw out. Whip draw is one of his favorite shots also.
So some running repairs for the Michigan kid. Look, broke his
Yep.
cue.
Right at the joint.
Snapped it. Cue maker's dream, that guy.
Yeah.
So he's got some
There's
time.
2 sponsors we really want as a trick shot artist. One is a cue sponsor, as you now see why. And the other one is cloth.
Yeah. Oh, we missed that. What did that say? I just missed that remark there. It was directed towards you, Stacey. I think it was Caitlin again, wasn't it? I think Stacey's going to be the first girl to hit this in competition.
Yeah, I better
Oh.
be. Boy, I'm telling you what, I'm working hard enough on it.
I think we should try it tonight after the final.
We definitely can. I'm all for practicing this shot. This shot is definitely, like, right now, the bane of my existence. Seems to be a rule.
Yeah, just a little bit of a discussion. Yeah, it's the old wax trick again.
I'm pretty sure he has his own microfiber. I don't think he's put anything on that towel. The other one, his own one. I think it's just a matter of preference, whereas in the earlier match, you saw an actual substance being added, and that's the difference. Would be allowed, actually, if both agreed to it, but...
Is that like drugging the balls?
Yeah, it's like, well, I was going to... We call it juicing the ball. That's exactly what we call it.
Yeah, for those of you that didn't see the first match or don't understand exactly what that we're talking about, it's when, wow, maybe he got some hippity-hoppity juice on that one.
Yeah.
Because it's gone.
He got under that one.
We're not at the jump Masse round yet.
It's great, though. I mean, as unfortunate it is to watch anyone miss, it's great to see someone miss in that fashion, because when you watch younger players or new players to the sport that are trying to learn draw or trying to learn a power draw, they do that and they feel humiliated. It's like, no, that happens. It's part of the sport. And you just don't feel bad about it. Just don't do it again. No.
Yeah, very important.
Look at this.
Oh, yes. Oh! The
So
whole
close.
room went, oh.
Oh.
That was so close. Oh, he caught that beautifully. Look. Literally a couple of millimetres to the right, and it just shaves the 8-ball. And it would have gone in. Yeah, very important. Keep your head still. Keep your body still. Oh, look at this.
Oh, here
He
it
hasn't
is.
missed this. Finally, I get to see the circular draw. Thank you very much, sir. The master, of course. Yeah, it's worth another look. Look at that. Really got into it perfectly, didn't he?
Yeah, and the spin was right this time. Came dead straight back instead of a little bit of a side.
Absolutely gorgeous shot. And it's his pick.
And it is great. I know that you're excited to watch it go. I'm just as excited to watch those shots go. Those shots are so hard. Watching someone hit it is just... That's what's great about our sport, I think. And it sets us apart a little bit. Like, I'm happy when someone makes a shot. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes I do wish that they would miss, but like, I'm still happy when they make it.
Yeah, and you saw a perfect example of the perfect stroke there. I mean, he miscued the first one, lots of movement.
Right.
Second one was nice and smooth, almost
Yeah.
made it. But the third one was just exquisite. It was really got his cue through it. Oh, look at this.
My goodness gracious.
Oh, the machine gun follow.
Yeah, if you follow me online, I just posted this shot up. It's a great shot.
What's the secret of making this?
See, I put mine, the two balls that are on the rail that he's setting up first, I put them a chalk width away from each other, and it makes it so that as long as you catch the one ball first, it's almost, if you have top on it, it goes. Because you've set them up kind of close together, therefore the carom into the second ball, which actually is the one ball here, right? You go into the two ball first, go into the one, and then you slide around. If you make that a small gap, you can actually control the hit on it much easier than trying to figure out where on the two ball to hit. So personally, I like that. If you cant the balls out like he did, the 8 and the 3, which is allowed, it kind of creates this funnel coming in.
I see that, yep. Slightly wider gap at the start.
Yep.
This is where we need our special effects man, but he's not with us at the moment.
This is a shot I teach when I try and teach someone how to do force follow rather than just follow. I pull up this shot and I have them try this.
Like that.
Look at that.
He's come
Beautiful.
out fighting. In it
Yeah.
goes. Well, I think Jason Lynch has got his hands full here. It's always nice when you choose a shot and you get it first time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Puts that pressure. Look at that. The machine gun emptying the magazine and hitting the target. Brilliant.
Yeah, it's great.
So Jason has exactly the same shot to make, of course. Balls width apart.
Yeah, this is an old shot, too. This has been in the program for a long time. But it's one of these classic shots that it's really hard to remove, because when you do stream this and people are watching or people come out and watch us play, this shot just is, it's a people pleaser. It's it's just great. Especially if you can watch it live and you can really hear the sound. It's
Yeah,
just
you
like
can hear
tick,
it,
tick,
right?
tick,
Yeah.
tick, tick, tick.
Oh, hello. Go on, do that again.
Tick, 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 tick. There.
I'm just working out who went first. I think it was Jason that went first, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
Just for future reference. So just
Actually-
consulting his notes, look there, isn't he?
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
We play on 9-footers and 7-footers, and so when you play on 9-footers, you really can't. In this case, would be the 5 and the 6 ball that we're looking at right now. On 7-footers, you actually cant out the 15 ball also, which is closest to the 8 in the corner. And the reason why we cant that out is because it'll actually make the 8 ball sometimes. So if you cant it towards the upper part of the table and you arc it out like the 5 and the 6 are, it's easier to go, but you don't have to do that on a 9-footer.
Oh, caught it a bit too thick. He's very quick, isn't he? One of
Yeah.
the quickest players at setting them up as well.
Yeah,
You always wonder sometimes if he should maybe just take a little bit more time.
You would think, except the problem is that he shot this shot probably like tens of thousands of times. And so it's like watching, Dr. Q set up a show shot, and it's like he does it without thinking.
That's
There it is.
better.
Yeah, if you watch it, if we can see a replay of that, you'll see this end ball kick out.
Yeah.
And that's why it's a little bit better to cant it out on a 7-footer, especially. But here, you'll watch, like that could have been trouble. See how it bounced out? Now it just
Yeah.
came back. Yeah. I've seen that ball make that ball, and it's heartbreaking. Because the cue ball
Because
comes
then it
down,
won't
and now
count
it's gone.
and there's
Yeah.
no ball there.
Yep.
Yep. So exactly double points for Chi-Ming Lin, 26-13. And now it's Jason's choice. What's he going for?
I don't know if Theo's mom is watching, but I definitely want to say thank you for the pizzas
Oh,
that
yes.
she bought for everybody here. That was just absolutely amazing.
Amy,
Theo
right?
is- yeah, Theo is. He came to Houston, where I'm from, and he shot at the Worlds there, and it was great meeting him and meeting his family. It was fantastic. I told him about the trick of the hand in the pocket for shooting one-handed. He doesn't really need my help much anymore, that's for sure. Holy smokes, that kid can shoot. Oh, this is a great shot. Very famous.
This is the famous Efren Reyes
Yes.
one, which of course we saw
Yeah.
in the last semi-final. And what a shot that was to pull out.
Boy, yeah, that was gutsy to pull that out in that situation. I brought it back a little
Brought
bit.
it back too far.
Yeah.
You don't want the cue ball running away from the pocket. You want it going to the pocket, if anything.
Yeah, if anything, there's two ways to shoot this. Yeah, you can slide the cue ball over and put it in position, or you can just stop it and play the bank clean. Jason, likes to play no movement on the cue ball. So the fact that the cue ball came back at all, a little weird. He's pretty good. He's a great pool player just in general also, not just a trick shot artist.
Mari Roller, hello to you. We need a few nice rolls, don't we?
Yeah.
Everyone loves a roller. No, again, too far.
Yeah, see, and it hit the point.
See, I'm going to bring in a little criticism here, if I may.
Mm-hmm.
He's got this very jerky, quick address to the cue ball, and I always think it's very hard to then come back and then go forward smoothly and slowly if you're coming back too quick. I always think it's a little bit more difficult that way.
It's kind of like in golf. You like want to keep the pace the same, and the follow through might be a little bit longer or shorter.
You never change. You don't change the stroke, do you?
Yeah,
you know,
right.
it's the same thing. You just got different clubs. Here, you've got obviously the amount of backswing is your club, if you like.
Yeah.
So it needs to stop that cue ball and just bring it, just stun it over slightly. That's better, but it's not going to make it even.
No.
Wow, this is worrying.
Yeah, that's a strange, because I have actually watched him for the last few days be practicing that.
He
all
played
the
it
time.
against us last night, if you remember.
Yeah.
Didn't he?
Yes,
when
he
we
did.
were all having a little
Yep.
bit of a laugh down there, he tried. He made it.
Yeah, and for everybody listening, Mark doesn't just commentate well; he actually shoots pretty damn good.
Nah.
Yeah, you do.
I used to shoot better. I don't really play that much anymore. I prefer talking about it. I miss less. Oh, he's certainly giving them a good old bash, isn't he?
Okay, so we call that a Mike Massey tap.
Wow.
Because there's been plenty of times where we've had to ask Mike Massey.
Has anyone got a hammer?
No.
See, look, he set this up completely different,
Yes,
much
much
closer
closer.
in. Now he's going to get this first time.
Yep, there it
And
is.
it goes.
Yep. Yep. Setting it up close is key.
Yeah, I thought that was very cute as well to do it that way.
It's harder on the bank because, like, you get so close to that point. But, man, I mean, like, if you can do it close like that,
But
you're
at least
that
then all
accurate.
you've got to concentrate on is the bank, because you
Yeah.
just stop the cue ball and you're guaranteed to get that result if you bank
Absolutely.
it right. Otherwise, you're trying to control two balls at once.
Yeah, and it's interesting because a lot of times when you see the guys that set it up wider, they'll when they miss it, that ball that they bank actually goes back into the corner pocket, which actually is a quite brilliant bank.
It
but
is
it's
a good
not what
bank,
you're
yeah,
trying
but we're not
to do.
playing one
Yeah.
pocket, are we?
No, but it does. It's tougher when you go wide, but you have to be a lot more precise if you go thin.
Oh, look at this. I love this one,
Yeah.
the whip.
Mm-hmm.
We saw this also in our first semi-final. And it was successfully done by both players, I seem to remember. So what are you doing with this one, Stacey?
Yeah, so you're 2 millimeters away, and so you're going to take this, like, as the diagram goes, bottom right, basically. You know, you're a little bit high on the bridge, and you're coming through the ball, and it takes off and curves right around 2 rails into the rack, straight into the ball on the side. As long as everything is, like, lined up right.
Yeah, it's all about getting that draw around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 2 millimeter draw shot, whip shot. There's several names for this particular type of
I
stroke.
think he needs to move the triangle just a little bit, though. Yeah, certainly. Go on, give it a good old bash. Go on, the master. The master basher.
Man, I am telling you what, though. Nothing beats Mike Massey tapping a ball in, because it is not a tap.
I actually met Mike at the International last year.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, and I did there's a nice little interview actually with me and him on my YouTube channel.
Is there?
Yeah, and he was playing the guitar for me and singing some
Yes.
songs, and
Yeah.
he's written some brilliant pool songs. Really nice chap. Had a really, really nice chat with him. I know he's not listening or watching because he's playing in Morocco
Yes.
with Dr. Q,
Yeah.
playing a bit of black ball.
Yeah.
He's defected. He's gone to the dark
He's
side.
gone to the dark side. He started on the dark side, though, so we'll allow it. He started off as a on-the-road gambling 9-ball player, I believe, and
On the
really changed
road
his... Yeah,
again.
like when you could go on the road. Now you can't. Everybody knows what everybody looks like.
Here's to think that's how Efren Reyes started. There's the little 2mm
Yep.
spacer. Just don't forget to take it away.
Yeah, right?
Don't know why he doesn't use that to bash the balls with.
Hmm.
No good wearing a mask, Mr. Lim. We all know who you are.
Yeah.
You can't
You
dig
can't hide.
turbulence. You
Yeah.
can't hide behind that. We know who you are.
Actually, we were all on the rail because we're all old. So we're all like telling each other how old we all are on the rail. And he beats us all. He's 66 years old.
Is he?
Yes, he is. And, I mean, no age for a pool.
So here we go. First attempt. He's going to give this some whip.
Yeah.
Low right hand. 2 rails, rack, make the 9. Plus the 1, of course.
Yeah, if you notice.
There it is.
Oh,
There
look
it
at
is.
this.
There it is. Wow. This is high quality shooting, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. It's funny because the first time that I was trying to do whip draw, I was trying it with a really low bridge, trying to stay low. If you notice, he's not that low.
No.
He's not.
He's using the weight of the ball, isn't
Yeah, he is.
Pushing through it.
Yep, it's kind of like it's not really a pinch, but it's almost like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I call that a dirty draw.
There
you know,
you go.
Lee, it's like a
Yeah.
stunny drawy type thing, you know, it's somewhere
Yeah.
in between.
Yeah.
We call it a dirty stun.
Yeah, I like that. I'm going to use that from now on.
That's yours, you can use it.
You start hearing it anywhere, you'll know where it came from. This girl calls it a dirty draw.
Somebody actually sent me a message and said I was flirting with you yesterday.
Really? Nice. Cool.
See,
Thanks,
she
Mark.
doesn't mind.
I don't mind at all.
You'll get me in trouble.
I'm sorry.
I am single, by the way. Anyone out there?
See, me too.
Including
See,
you.
this is it. And this is how it started.
It all started over a dirty draw. In Parkersburg.
West Virginia.
Do you know, I read yesterday, actually. I always like to do a little bit of research on the places that I visit. And Parkersburg is where we are. It's called sometimes called the Berg.
Yeah.
But it's also very famous for marble, for making marbles. You know,
Really?
The little yeah.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not.
Like the little
The
children's
little
toy
yeah,
marbles?
yeah.
Really?
It's very famous for that. There's still a glass marble factory around here that makes them. Turns out about 1 million a year, apparently.
Oh, holy smokes.
Yeah. We used
That'd
to
be
love
cool
that
to-
at school.
That'd be
Bit
kind of cool to
marbles.
watch them make them. I wonder.
There's a museum as well.
Oh, see, now that makes sense. I mean, if you're going to be the marble capital.
So, first attempt. Same shot, of course. Going the same way about it. Wow, he miscued. See,
Yeah, he
there's
miscued, but
that.
that's close, though. When you hear that noise, you know you're like a hair off of making it. That's like, I don't mind a miss like that. Like, you know you're close. That's almost like, don't change anything.
Comes that little 2mm spacer again. Yeah, and this is a legal stroke as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It's
Yeah.
legal. So
Yeah, I'll send
any
you
of
a-
you pool players
Yeah.
out there,
Yeah, I'm not sure. It might not be called good, though, by a ref. However, I have a great video. I'll send it to you later of slow-mo of this shot being done. And it is just, it's super cool to watch.
so here comes that little quick quick little strokes there, let's see.
Yeah.
Building himself up.
Yeah, this is a little strange for Jason because these are definitely in his wheelhouse. These 2mm draw shots, anything to do with like a, kind of like a little bit of a power stroke is definitely what Jason's known for.
But he chose the circular draw, didn't make
it, yeah.
And as you say, they are in his wheelhouse.
Mm-hmm.
He could be called the captain of the draw. Third attempt. This is better. Has he got the pace? I don't think it has. It hasn't got the pace. It's all about the pace,
Too much side.
So this is a bit of a runaway at the moment, but it can change. We've seen that before. 44-13. And it will be Jason's choice this time.
It's hard. I don't know. I'm not as well up on the stats or anything, but when you've got a player like Jason that's been in the sport for a really long time, being in this position and trying to get to the finals at Worlds, it means so much to him that it's hard. You've got to find a way to mentally get over and view it as just another match, you know. And I think, I mean, like it's hard. It's hard for us, like watching someone be in this position and they're so close so many times, and it's like.
Has he never won it?
No.
Oh.
No. So it's like, yeah. I mean, but neither has Florian. So I mean, like, there's some. He's in great company, not being a world champion. You know, I mean, like, there's a lot of great players out there that haven't gotten the title, but when it means, I mean, it just, if you're going to get into trick shots, you normally love it. Whereas pool, sometimes you're just good at it. You might not necessarily love it. Oh, LeapFrog.
Yeah, so not
So I think it
necessarily
means
a really difficult shot. It's an 8-pointer, but well within his
yeah.
grasp, of course. I think it's so important. No, it may sound ridiculous, but it's so important to make this now on the first time for Jason. He doesn't want to then, you know, risk missing it a second. Then the pressure's really on.
Yeah, then the pressure's really on, and really, it's just like any other sport. You just need a make. You need that to get, you know,
to get going, to get your momentum, get momentum, like, get a bit of confidence.
Yep.
And to start, you know, the master must be sat down there thinking, well, he's not making his shots, and it's giving him more confidence as well.
Which, and that shows like how mentally strong someone else is, because like if he misses and he misses, well, I mean, Lynn's not taking it easy and being like, I don't have to make this. He's actually making them all. So.
So, come on, Jason. Let's get going. Let's get down to business. I'm sure if he was in the lead at the moment and had made a couple of his previous shots, he would have already completed this.
Yeah, yeah.
Just showing that little bit of not confident, you know, just that extra little.
And you can see, like, on that shot, he's tight.
Yeah.
He hit that like strong. And you don't necessarily want to hit a jump shot strong. You want to have a flow to it because your cue's got to get out of the way. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to get it to, like, jamming them normally doesn't work. It's interesting. I hit this shot completely different. I go straight out of the corner pocket. I give myself a lot more room, but again, has a lot more room to go wrong all the way to the corner. But I like it because it gives me a lot more. I don't have to get up so high.
Here we go. What you don't want to do, apparently has been done in the past, is miss the last ball.
Yeah,
no. He took that really
quick. He took it so fast. Oh, my gosh.
He could have miscued that.
Oh, my gosh.
You're giving us a heart attack over here, Jason.
Holy smokes. Yeah, no. I sit there and I stop, I'll chalk, and then hit that one. Because I'm like, Whatever you do, don't miss that one. Yeah, I set it up a lot like him. Jimmy Glanville, that's come back into our sport, actually shoots this completely different and goes to the other corner. Like, and he goes down the rail.
Oh, really?
Which you can do, because that's, you know, like, they only have to be up past the midline of the table. And he shoots it down the rail. And that's brave. But he hit it.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah.
Confidence. Of course, the jumps get tighter and tighter, though, the more you make. And then this one.
See, remember earlier when I was saying that I think that he was maybe missing prelim shots?
Are you allowed to go and get your playing cue to play that last shot?
I know. I wish, actually. I don't know if that's in the rules. That's a good question. But he missed that in almost all of his practice rounds when he was practicing LeapFrog. He missed it in the prelims.
Who did?
Lynn.
Oh, did he?
And now he's made it twice.
Yeah, I was
and it's
trying
like,
to think. The old Jason saw me hit this in the prelims, and I didn't. I just missed it on purpose.
Yeah, I swear. I mean, like, he's really turned it on. Pretty impressive.
66 years old.
Yeah.
Fabulous. The escape Masse. Just a 6-pointer now. This is clever.
Yes,
because
this is
now
where
he's
it comes,
starting to reduce the points.
Yep.
So
easier for him to make.
And Jason, of course, it's easy for him, but he still can't make any ground on him.
Correct.
Plus the fact that it's going to make Jason go for higher.
Exactly.
He has to go for higher pointed disciplines. Completely in the zone, isn't he, at the moment?
Yeah, it's fun to watch. It's fun to watch. I enjoy watching the players and how they, like, concentrate and what they're... This is... See, he darts this. It's very...
Look at that bridge, look.
Yeah.
Oh, nearly first time.
Yeah.
Just a little bit too much Masse on it. And remember, you're not allowed to move the yellow ball.
Nope.
Mustn't you move the one? Imagine you're hooked.
There it is.
Easy, isn't it?
Yeah.
In it goes. Little nod of appreciation.
Yeah.
I've done my job. Jason, it's your turn, and you're trailing me by 37 points.
Yeah, see, the execution on his Masses is just
smooth.
so clean.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Like, there's no movement. He just went straight through the ball, straight into the slate, and just steady. Like, there's no wobble. It's nice. It's pretty.
Perfect, says Gloria Jean. Yes, indeed, it was.
Yes.
Absolutely perfect. I've been asked to present an award later on tonight. I'm going to be presenting the Sportsmanship Award.
I heard.
That's why I've got my special shirt on
Is that
today.
why we
Yes.
broke this shirt out? That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Well, that's too much.
Yeah.
You can always tell when, like, the little face that Jason just made. You know, like, that's okay. Like, he knows. Like, I feel like he's definitely got this shot. He's gonna make this shot because you can tell a little bit. He's like,
So that ball has to go in between the two diamonds, does it? Mm-hmm. The 3 ball?
Yep. Halfway up.
Yeah, I think he'll make it this time. Just a little adjustment. Just not too far. Oh, hello, his leg's coming up here. Yes, beautifully played.
Yeah, it's interesting that, like, he's an easy read for a pool player, like where he's standing mentally, because he's very charismatic. He's a born showman.
Yeah, I think he's much in the same vein as Mike Massey. I really do. Even the way he walks around the table, and
Yep.
he's got that air of authority.
Yeah,
He's got
the
that swagger, baby. He's got that swagger.
He definitely does.
Oh yeah. You expect him to say, "Oh yeah, I'm the man. I'm the man." Right, what have we got now then? It's his pick. Let's have a look.
Oh.
Phelan's challenge shot. Well, I don't think I've seen this one. This championships.
This is a tough shot. So you've got this. Yeah, there's a problem with this shot because if the cue ball doesn't get out of the way, then this is not. Never
We've got
mind.
the wrong shot. It's okay. We all make mistakes, just some more than others.
He's doing a fouette.
Oh, he's doing this fouette where you're jumping over the balls and
Yeah.
I love this one as well. Make all 5 balls, though. You must make all of those balls on the top rail. Jump over the bank. Jump over the wall of balls.
Mm-hmm.
Draw it round. Off 2 rails. Hit the cue. Make the 9. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, really. I don't know.
So how are you hitting this one, Stacey? What are you putting on? What juice are you putting on the ball? Not, legal juice, not illegal juice, of course.
Actually, this would probably be a little bit harder if you juice the ball. I would think. I don't know. I don't partake any legal juicing of the cue ball, but so I'm not sure. But I would think on a fouette it would kind of mess you up if you added any juice to it. But jump fouettes, they're just. It's such an art form. You see some players that use a shot like this to go straight up a table and in pool. But it's got to be like they are so stuck. This is the last choice. And I've only seen a couple pro players ever play that shot ever before. And they are in dire need when they hit it. And these guys hit these fouette shots daily. And it just blows me away because it's a shot I struggle with for sure.
Well, I saw this shot yesterday and it was being shot by, I forget who it was now, but somebody, and they didn't have that cue far enough towards the 9 and they actually missed.
Oh, yeah. I watched that.
Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Forget who it was now. I think it might have been Jimmy Glanville. Oh, we got too much on it.
Yeah, too much.
I don't think he made the 1 ball anyway.
Yeah, the 1 came off odd.
Yeah, just to reiterate, you must make all 5 balls.
Yeah, so he probably came in too full, I'm guessing. So he should
cut the first ball a little bit.
A little bit more.
There you see him sporting the Railbirds patch, sponsored by Railbirds. Go Railbirds!
Yeah, I mean, I love the logo for Railbirds. It's great.
He is a cute little...
He's adorable.
He is, isn't he? He's a baby owl. We love you, Railbird.
Yeah, we need it in stuffed animal form.
He needs a name, though, doesn't he?
You have it? Oh, okay.
Has he got a name?
Azul.
Azul? Nice.
Azul the owl. See, he's lucky, the owl.
Yeah, see, he's coming across it a little more.
Oh, same result.
Yeah,
and
but
didn't make the balls either.
Yeah, something happened on that one. He clipped the... I'm not sure where the cue ball would have gone because he clipped the 12 on the way over.
Ah, okay.
So it changes the path a little bit. I'm not sure.
If you're an owl, you're lucky because you can keep twisting your head all the way around and you can watch all the games at once.
Right.
You don't have to miss anything, do you? So another attempt. Well, he seemed to have set them up pretty quickly.
Yeah,
Here we go.
See, he went back to flat a little bit. He's got that rack really in the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little flat. And he leaves it open again.
Yeah, chance now for Lynch to go even further ahead. I mean, would you start to worry now if you're Jason Lynch? Or you just got to keep thinking, well, stay patient, hope he misses and...
Yeah, I think it's just like pool, right? So if you can't win from coming from behind, you're only winning 25% of your matches, right? So, I mean, like, you've got to figure you're going to win 50% of your lifetime matches if you're a great pool player. And half the time you're coming from behind. So if you can't come from behind, you're literally only 25% player. So Jason knows this. He plays a ton of tournament matches. He plays leagues. So he can normally stay pretty in himself and stay with it.
Yeah, he looks deep in thought in the corner there.
Yeah, he's probably coming up. He's a pretty good strategist also. So now he's trying to think of what shot.
We need to get a ball cleaner out in the arena for Mr. Lim. So how has it been for you to be back in the groove, so to speak? Not playing, I know, but you have played a little bit, haven't you? Played
Yeah,
a little bit of rotation and
Yeah.
played a few trick shots.
Yeah,
With some fans last night, I saw. Saw
Yeah.
you signing cue balls and pool cases and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's so enjoyable, and it really it's like it's a big family. I think that was really started with some of the original players tried to keep this a really tight knit family. You've got Mike Masse and Tom Rossman, and as controversial as it is, Andy Siegel and Nick Nicolatis, they were all just made it into this big, huge family. And it's great to be back and to see these people one-on-one, and it's fun. And you see something new. Every time I come, I see something new or something that I've never tried, some variation of a shot. And then you're like, I can't wait to get home and try that.
Yeah, there is something special about actually being live at the venue rather than just, I mean, okay, it's still nice to watch it
Yeah.
on the stream, but it's something special about being up close and hearing the balls and,
Yeah.
well, look at
Ooh,
this, look
look
at
at
this,
the one
look
ball,
at
though.
this. Oh, the one ball's gone in the
one
rack.
ball jumped into the rack.
Oh, there's a whole new trick shot.
Yeah. How many balls? Winner to get more than one ball in a rack. He also, it came down the queue. I don't know
Yeah,
if
and
it
he didn't
did
make
it
the
roll?
9 ball.
I think it rolled off the rail after it hit.
He's changing his
Yeah, the
the
butt
shaft.
rolled.
Yeah.
The cue ball hit the butt and it bounced right off the rail. I think.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, see that one ball?
Wow, it's a clever shot. For my next trick, yeah, it just bounced, didn't it, that cue ball, and bounced back out and missed the 9. Imagine if he'd have made everything else and that happened.
And then that happens. Yeah, sometimes it's interesting because I'll pick, like when there's a prop cue on the table, you have to put some thought into that prop cue. Like, should it be a linen wrap? Should it be like a rubber Lucasi like wrap? Should it be, you know, like what's happening to that? Like, can it absorb shock? Is it better to just roll down cleanly? So him changing it out, probably a smart move.
Yeah, spare a thought for the camera lady. She sat right behind this.
Yeah,
Wow.
one ball again.
Well, maybe.
I wasn't paying attention to where the one ball is. I wonder if it's the ball after the cue ball. I think it
It's
is.
bouncing out, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's the ball that's right after the cue ball. Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, so it's like a squeeze effect. He's popping it right in between the two balls because he's hit, I don't know, I think he's hitting the cue ball too low. I'm not sure though.
Let's see what happens on this one. It's going to be his final attempt. Does have a 32-point lead though. Well, the one ball again giving him the trouble, and again didn't make that one ball in the 9 ball in the side.
And
So
you can see the cue off the rail.
yeah, it's off the rail. It just bounced out. So he needs to rethink that shot, I think.
Yeah.
A bit of work to do on that one. Maybe, you know, there's a little bit of spying for other players there.
Yeah.
If you're playing against the master,
Right.
he's not a master of that particular shot.
He just doesn't own the right butt. Apparently that's the problem. It does look like he was going in a hair low on the cue ball on that shot.
But it is his pick.
And he's up by, what, 33? Did I do the math right on that?
32.
32?
Yeah. 32 ahead for a place in the final. Who will play against Tim the Dragon Chin? That's coming up later on, around 6 o'clock. There's our sponsors. Jacoby Custom Cues, the league room, of course, where we are. Thank you so much to Chris and all his staff who have looked after us so well. I want to thank our pizza sponsor as well. Theo's mum, Amy. Thank you so much for that.
Absolutely. So there's this little thing in trick shots that it's kind of like a superstition. You don't want to be on the poster because it's like the death of you to be on the poster.
Yeah,
you won't do well. So it's kind of interesting to see, like, if Lynn makes this, then the poster thing is no longer, because both of our finalists will be on the poster.
Yeah, I guess he has to be on it as defending champion, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So that's the price to pay.
Yeah.
So the hide and seek shot, well, 7 points, and you can see he's not choosing overly difficult ones because he doesn't have to.
Although this can get away from you if you're not paying attention. This is a relatively easy shot, except if you lose concentration on this.
Sorry,
it's
I
a
couldn't
speed.
hear you. Then he was banging the balls. What did you say?
We definitely have a new Mike Masse on tour, but they this is a speed shot. So again, like, if you're not concentrating, you hit this just a little too quick, you move that cue way out of place.
He's getting all these cues in a bit of a muddle here, look. He's getting all cue-tied. He's going to time in a knot in a minute. So what's he doing here then,
So
Stacey?
it's supposed to be 4 balls out from the combination that you set up. You can set that combination up, like, in hand. But then the cue butt, the one that's going straight across has to be 4 balls away from that, a minimum of 4 balls. So it's interesting because Jason Lynch, I was just discussing this with Jason, because see how it's canted to the side? So he's expecting to hit it hard enough to roll. So when the cue ball hits that butt, it rolls it back about 1.5 inches, and then it comes straight into where he can make the 9. But Jason Lynch was going to hit this with a snooker cue.
Well, we're going to see him hit it in a
Yeah,
minute.
see?
Oh!
See, he comes in hard. See, I play this softer. But if you're going to cant it, yeah, and hit it that hard, you know how much you're moving the cue stick. You can set it up for that. But Jason had the brilliant idea of hitting this shot with a snooker cue, because it's got a flat side.
Yeah.
I'm like, the intent of the shot
I can tell you a
isn't
little
there.
story about that, if
Yeah.
you like. Do you know why snooker cues have a flat edge on the butt?
Boy, I feel like I should know this, but I don't. Why?
Not everyone does know it, you know, and of course I didn't until I love history of cue sports, and I've been to a few museums, and I used to know a guy that collected lots of stuff. And it come, of course, snooker and billiards came from croquet, from the French game croquet, where they're hitting the balls through the
wire
cradles.
things.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then when they moved the game inside, that's why the cloth is green, to replicate the grass.
Yeah.
And
Better.
oh,
Look at
great
that.
shot! Second
That is a
time
great
around,
shot.
great shot, well played.
Boy, that's so scary
Master.
that he moves that cue that much.
Yeah, let's see how Jason plays it. I mean, you said he had the brilliant idea of playing with a snooker cue.
Yeah.
With that, so let's just go back to that very
Yeah.
quickly. So it has the flat edge on it, and when they started to play billiards and snooker, when they brought the game inside onto a table, then they didn't hold the cue, or the mace as it was called then. They used to use the fat end of it.
Oh, really?
And and they would actually lay that flat piece on the table, and that would be how they stroked.
Oh my gosh.
And then a great French guy, I think it was, came along with the idea of, when they were up against the rail, they couldn't get the fat part of the cue
Right.
close enough to the rail, so they turned it around, put a bit of leather on the tip of it,
Oh my goodness.
and started to use the other end of it. So yeah, it all comes from croquet, using the mace, which it was called then, with the flat edge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
very
is amazing.
interesting.
You've just made everybody in Houston really angry, because now I'm going to go tell everybody that story. And they're going to be like, is there
Spread
anything?
the word,
Yeah.
spread the word.
They're going to be like, is there anything she doesn't know, for God's sake? Shut her up.
Don't even tell him. Well, don't tell him I told you.
Okay.
Because then I'll get the blame. That's all yours.
Okay.
You know why the kitchen's called the kitchen, don't you?
No.
Oh, I'm going to save that one.
Okay.
I'll save that one for a little bit later then. That's even better.
Is it really?
Yes, it is. Oh.
Oh.
Well, he's missed the
Yeah,
nine
he
ball.
missed the 9.
Yeah, puzzled. What went wrong there then? Do you want to see a replay, Jason?
I do. I want to see the replay.
I think Jason does
Because I want
as
to see
well.
which rail it went. Like, I think it's interesting because, like, if it hit the long rail, then he threw it too much.
Yeah, Brian
Hits the short rail, doesn't throw enough.
Brian was saying earlier how he likes to use the 1, 2 and the 3 here if you're using 3 balls so that you can track what happened to what ball easier.
Yeah.
So you know the 1 ball went somewhere, the 2 went the other way, and
Yeah.
the 3. But if you're using different numbers, oh, look at that. It's a close-up of the hand there.
Hello, Jason.
Looks like he went for a manicure before the match. So how's that happening? How's that ball staying on the top of that one, Stacey? Come on, let us into the secret.
So it's a gaffed ball, and it has a flat side on the bottom.
It's a what, a ball?
Gaffed, Gaffed. I don't know where that term comes from, but it's a term. It's an old term, and a lot of pool players don't use it. I still do because I'm old. But so it's got a flat side on the pool table side, and then a little divot on the top. But it never fails because I practice in a pool room that I will set up a stacking ball, and it's called a stacking ball shot. And if I work at it for like any length of time, I will look around and watch and see people trying to balance balls on top of each
Really?
other. Yeah.
Brilliant. Don't tell them. Don't tell it. I see you haven't told everyone in Houston that. Makes it
That's
second
a
time.
good
Great
attempt,
shot.
Jason.
Yeah, and he
That was
really
great.
needed
Great.
that, didn't he?
Yeah, he really did.
And we're back.
It's a pretty cue on the table, too. I'm not sure. I know it's his Masse cue. I don't know who made it, but it's a pretty cue.
What did he just call? It's coming up on your screens any second now. If by magic, there it is. Oh, now this is the one that reminds me of. Is it Newton's Cradle?
Newton's Cradle.
That's the, I think that's the easy button shot. It looks like the Newton's Cradle.
Ah, it's the easy button shot that looks like the.
This is not the easy button shot.
Oh, it's the
if that's what you
faster
mean.
speed demon.
Yeah, this is the fast D.
Oh yes, cue ball first. All the other balls in the side pocket
Yeah.
first.
Yeah, and like the new guy, Max, he shoots this so fast, it's mind-boggling. I mean, since Jamie Moody came on the scene, Nick Nicolatis, of course, was just insanely fast. And then Jamie Moody came up, watched him. He's maybe even faster than Nick. That might be debatable in Nick's eyes, however. And then now Max shoots this, and I think he's even faster than Jamie. I mean, it's absolutely mind-boggling.
Yeah, and the interesting thing about this shot is only on super slow-mo can you see Jason chalking his cue in between every single shot.
Yeah, he's lightning fast.
Yeah, just what you want. The human eye can't see it, but trust me, it's happening. So cue ball on that first diamond. Cue ball first, but it must be the last ball in. 7 balls before it.
And he's going to use a floating bridge. Oh, he puts his on the table.
Oh, that was so close. See, we have a similar shot in snooker trick shot, but we call that the machine gun shot.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah.
I can see why, though. It's a similar sound hitting the back of the pocket. Yeah.
See him chalk his cue there?
Yeah.
Yeah, very close, wasn't it, Jason? Expression says everything there. The larger-than-life character, I think you can describe him as.
Yes.
Great to have around the venue. You
Yes.
always know where he is.
That's true. Finally, someone louder than me. No.
Battery companies hate him because he never has to use a microphone. They don't make any money out of him on microphones or batteries, that's for sure. So, come on. I nearly called him Mike then. He reminds me of Mike Masse so much.
Boy, did he wait.
Oh! Oh.
There was a small hesitation after he hit that cue ball.
Bless you. And again.
Yes, bless you.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh,
COVID. Move to the left a little bit, can you?
Come closer.
Oh.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Well, artistic sneezing. We've got the world champion sat next to us.
Yeehaw. No.
No phone a friend.
Right, back to the serious business
Come
now.
on, Jason.
I think Master Lim is opening up a cue shop on that table next to us. No way. Well, it's not to
Miscued.
be on that one.
Now this is going to be fun for me because I've never watched this gentleman hit this shot before, so this is going to be fun.
I was just going to say, he's 66 years old. How agile is he? How fit is he?
I'm not 66, and I'm really scared that I might, I might fall on my face because I'm just clumsy. And I can guarantee you, Kaylin is home making a list of shots to work on and how to work them on.
Yeah, he sort of gave up halfway through, hit the cue ball too quick.
Yeah, it's interesting. They're like, they hit the cue ball and they're a little bit pausing. And it's kind of like, because you know you have to go, and it's that like panic sets in. And then you're like, did I just...
It's almost,
is that on? Is that even going towards the pocket?
Yeah,
and like,
yeah.
You kind of like don't care. You have to not care and just move on.
That's much too quick. Oh!
It's hard to tell with the mask, but he's smiling right now. He's got the crinkly eyes. He takes his misses in stride.
Yeah, a 35-point lead makes that a lot
Yes,
easier as well, of course.
Sure does.
But I'm sure he'd still be smiling.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, he's making sure that the...
I think it needs to be within...
A diamond,
yeah.
Needs to be within that first diamond. I'm not sure where he put it last time. He hasn't got to play it off the rail, though. Does he?
No, but it gives you that extra moment.
Oh, he was helping him out, was he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's not hard enough.
It's not aimed at the puck.
Save your energy.
Yeah.
Save your energy. Life's too short. Let's move on. So he knows what shot he's playing next. What's it going to be?
It is an interesting, you kind of wonder. I mean, like, I'm looking around the room, looking to see where Tim is. Are you watching this? Like, if, you know, might pick that speed shot now. It's hard.
But could he be bluffing again?
Yeah, no,
Could that be? Oh, Tim, right, I'm definitely going to call that in the final. Then all of a sudden he comes out and smashes it in first time.
Yeah, because he doesn't need it right now. So, I mean, like, Maybe.
You know, he could be like a long-distance runner at the moment, just saving his energy, ready for the burst at the end, you know, the big finish. Wow, what's going on here?
The impossible stroke. He just made this. So we know he's capable. And boy, is this. I watched Abram Diaz. For the first time I've ever seen this shot, actually, was Abram hit it in Oklahoma. And it wasn't part of the program. We were doing something afterward. It was a belt thing. Anyway, so Abram hit this shot, and it was pretty spectacular.
Go on, give him
I personally never even, I know, right? Like, hammer it down. I personally never even attempted this shot.
So what is the plan here?
You're going to hit it really hard, and you're going to go around the table, and you're going to make a ball.
Sounds good
Just like
to
that.
me.
See? 2 balls, actually.
So as to make the ball
Yeah,
over the side, over the pocket at the moment, and then the cue ball all around, comes back, hits the 8 ball and knocks the 9 in. Is that the plan?
Yeah, and it's just like getting this action on the cue ball is just pretty cool to watch.
Oh, that woke me up.
Wow. Oh, he missed the 3. He made the rest, though. That was coming into the 5 pretty strong. I mean, there's something to be said about hitting that ball really hard. You just can throw them up. Oh, maybe not. I didn't like that home. Never mind.
Second attempt. No, missed the 3 again.
He's coming in good with that bank,
Yeah,
though.
he is, isn't he?
Golly.
The 4-railer.
Yeah, Caitlin, if you're watching, like, take a screenshot of this right here. I want to see these. I want to memorize this setup that he has going on the cue and the 1 ball, where he has it placed specifically.
So I guess they're straddling the first diamond.
Oh, yeah, the 5 and the 9.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the 5. Is that the 5?
It is the
can't tell.
5 and the 9,
Okay.
yeah. Somebody's gone and put some boxes in the way of our... It's not very
I can't
nice,
see.
is it?
I can only look at the... Oh,
There
yeah,
you
it's
go.
definitely...
Is that better?
Man, it's such a
Wow.
hard shot, though. I mean, when you decide to name your trick shot the impossible stroke, you know, it's probably pretty hard.
Yeah, it's quite off-putting, isn't it?
Yeah.
the title.
It's just the title alone.
Might as well just call it, you're never going to make
Yeah.
it.
Why
bother?
There we go.
Just move on.
Hey, Chris. I can't wait for you to come out and shoot with us soon. It'd be nice to have you back, too. Getting all the old schoolers back in.
Now, this could be just what he was looking for. Well, he's missed that
Yeah.
one as well. He's missed both of them. So neither player getting the hang of this one. Not yet, anyway. 2 more attempts, of course, and this could really fire him up again.
Yeah, this is
I'm sure his
a pretty
wife
good
is,
stroke for him.
I'm sure his wife is watching, cheering him on from afar.
Oh, yeah. Which I haven't met her yet. And
Kira?
I can't wait to meet her. I've heard such pleasant things about her from Jason and everybody else. I just can't wait to meet her.
Yes, the kitchen.
Yeah, the kitchen. So
So-
I know, like, when you're playing standard pool and you scratch and you got to bring the ball back into the kitchen.
Yeah.
And you can You can
where you break
play
from
in the
that kind of
kitchen, but
thing.
you can't eat in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So, like, go
So
ahead.
it comes from when people were starting to get their tables in their homes. A lot of
Oh, are you
places
kidding
had
me?
small rooms
Yeah.
and like a living room. Well, as he miscues, second time, which gives us a chance to finish this story. So then, because the living rooms where they had the tables were so small,
Yeah.
they would always put the breaking end of the table down
Towards
the
the
kitchen
kitchen?
because
Or-
they could open up the doors in the kitchen
Yeah.
to allow you to queue.
Yeah. Are
And
you
that's why it's
kidding
called.
me?
No, I'm not kidding.
Holy
Yeah, I am
smokes.
actually. No, I'm not. No, it's,
I was going to be so mad.
It's 100. Yeah, I know. It's such a lovely story. Please let it be true. And
Yeah.
then somebody says, "Oh, just joking."
No,
No,
it's
it's true.
totally
It's
kidding.
100% true.
So when I moved to Texas, everybody at the pool hall were like, "Oh yeah, we have these, we have cockroaches." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay." So everybody everywhere has cockroaches. It's like ours fly. And I'm like, "Cockroaches don't fly." And they're like, "Yes, they do." I'm like, "No, they don't." "Yes, they do."
They
"No,
do
they
if you
don't."
kick 'em.
They do. They fly in Texas. They're huge, and they're like 3 inches big, and they fly. First time I saw one, I was like, "Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't believe you." They fly in Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas.
Everything is bigger in Texas.
Then I asked, I'm like, "Your spiders don't fly though, right?" Because I'm out.
Oh, you wouldn't. That's it. I would.
Yeah.
I would be out as well.
No, done.
What do you call a fly without wings?
An ant? I don't know what.
A walk.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
That's the
gracious.
dad jokes out the way. Actually, I heard the worst dad joke yesterday I've ever heard from Brian Pauly, Superman. Oh, stick to your day job, Brian. He actually said it's 3 jokes in a row. Two small ones and a longer one.
And a longer
joke,
one?
Joke, joke.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't that awful? I'm never telling that one on air.
I would suggest not. So there's the best story about him, Jason Lynch, shooting this shot. So I don't remember where we were, but it doesn't matter. I was talking with somebody in the crowd about this shot, and we were at a pool hall. We weren't even at the venue that we were actually playing the trick shot event at. And I'm like, "Oh, this is cool. You got to see what this guy can do, blah, blah, blah." He's kind of hearing it out of the corner of his, And so he comes over. I'm like, "Jason, can you jump out of the rack Masse?" I'm like, "He can get it down half table." He gets it all the way down to like a centimeter of the end rail and rips it all the way
Look
back.
at his leg.
Yeah. There it is.
Here it comes. Look at that leg up there. Look.
Yeah.
Wow, look at the spin on that. Just sit back and admire
Yeah,
your work.
look at him, he's
come
like-
on, come to daddy, come to daddy. Oh yeah, that's what I call milking it.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at the grin. There it is.
Great replay that.
Yeah.
Same shot. Yeah, there's a guy stood to our left. Mr. Tim Gallagher.
Yeah.
He's responsible for making all our graphics.
Yes.
Also does some great trick shots as well online if you follow him. And he actually can play this. He plays this shot with an umbrella.
Yeah.
And
The
does
guy
it.
is amazing.
I said he should call it the Mary Potting.
Yeah. Right. The Mary Poppins. That's awesome.
Oh,
Ooh.
oh, that hurt.
Yeah. And he's like,
Poor diamond.
poor table.
But the cloth is going to be replaced.
Yes, it is. Thank goodness. And we appreciate everybody that lets us into their rooms and allows us to.
Must be the worst
Do
thing
our
about being
thing.
an artistic pool player. You never get the chance to play on a new cloth.
Yeah, that's
They always
exactly.
bring you in right at the end just to ruin it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Really?
now there's
That's
another
just
trick shot.
unlucky. Because if that had hit the rail, I don't know what kind of spin it had. You had a chance to come back, but it goes right into the pocket. Man.
See, in our last semi-final, Gaston Tomadoni had a little kneel pad that he put on the table. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Beautiful. Up by the side again. Oh, see, he was using one of Stefano Polinga's Masse shields. It's a plastic little piece
little
of
plastic one, yeah.
Actually does protect the table quite a bit.
Yeah, I love looking at this. If we can stay with the camera on it when he takes it away, just look at the divots and dents and scratches on this little piece of plastic. Now you know what it feels like to look through my eyes. Like that's exactly what it looks like to me. Dead silence, waiting. There's the Bible.
Yeah, Troy just had.
Do you know Troy?
Yeah, he came to Houston also and shot in Worlds in Houston. It was the first time I met him, and man, I mean, like he's absolutely amazing artistic pool player, and it's just he had I believe he had shoulder surgery relatively recently, so he missed July. I don't know. I think that's why he missed July.
Why isn't he here? Do we know? Why aren't you here?
I think he's
Troy?
Troy.
Come on, Troy.
But I'm not sure if he's still recovering. But what a great guy.
Dipsy Doodle. Dipsy Doodle dandy. I've actually just noticed a picture of W.C. Field on the wall, look.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness gracious.
Reminds me of a great joke. When he was out on a date with a lady, and he said, "What are you having a drink?" And she said, "Champagne, I guess." He said, "Guess again."
Oh, no.
We've got to have some fun, haven't we?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh.
And here we are with the ball pounding.
The ball banger. Actually, there's a pool hall in Las Vegas that I was going to.
Which one?
Called Banging Balls.
No, it's not.
It is.
Really?
It's called Banging Balls. Yeah, it's a new one.
I was going to say, I've not heard of it before, but go ahead.
Yeah, and they've got all rasson tables in there, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, all little 7-foots and about 4 9-foots. And
Okay,
Jeffrey
that's cool.
DeLuna is going to be the pro there.
That's cool. I've never played on a rasson yet.
Whoa.
Oh.
Certainly got a lot on that.
The technique in this, on his Masse strokes, is just really good. Like the way that he sends the cue stick through the cue ball.
Did he get too much Dipsy on it or too much Doodle?
I think it was Dipsy.
Was
too
it?
much Dipsy. Yep. I'm going to go for a little less Dipsy and a little more Doodle.
Little more Doodle.
Oop. And get rid of the fly.
To make it absolutely dandy. I bet if you gave him a pair of chopsticks, he could catch that fly.
I know.
Like Mr. Miyagi.
They do call him Master.
Oh.
Man.
One more go.
Oh, gosh, that was so close.
That was so close. If he had just missed
Yeah, that was
three
super
ball,
close.
I think it was on its way, wasn't it?
Yeah. So we have a couple different pool tables that we practice on, diamonds and then gold crown threes. And you mentioned that Gaston had a pad. And I think that's a great, I never even thought of doing that. Because like certain shots, when you put your leg up on the table, it's right, if you're shooting off a gold crown three, it's right where the table counters are.
Oh, yeah, those knobbly little coggy type number rolling things.
But you want to be on that end because that's where the balls come out. And so you want to set up on that end. And then, so now I'm going to steal that. See, it's the small things in life that make pool enjoyable.
You need another cushion.
Yeah, see, I need a cushion.
So same shot.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll be just consulting a few of his notes that he's made over the time he's been playing. You know, little tips that he might have written down.
Yeah, and a lot of
Cube
times,
of chalk away. So
yep. And a lot of times they'll even make notes like as they're shooting in prelims. So you make a note, table 1, it's not doing this, it's not doing that. Like you got to hit it a little harder, you got to hit it, you know, etc. It's rolling slow, etc. But when you know 120 shots in just this book,
yeah,
sometimes you forget details.
What did he say? Did you hear what he said?
I'm not sure if he's looking at the numbers, if he's impossible. If he needed to make this shot?
2 shots left, yeah.
No, 3 shots left, including...
3 shots in this one, including this one.
Including this one, and he's 30 points away.
Yeah.
I think it's mathematically improbable now.
We're just going to get somebody in to check the numbers. Brian Pawley, where are you? Superman, we need you to fly in and just sort a little bit of a math equation out for us.
Yeah, I think it's over.
It's over.
Yeah,
it's all over. He can't mathematically win. Shakes the hand, and that is just typical, isn't it?
Yeah.
Of the people in this sport.
Yeah.
He's
a
great tournament. Graduate buzzsaw.
Going to hand you back to the man driving the ship,
Chi-Ming
Captain Kirk.
Finals.
All right, what a great match for Master Lin there. He shows why he has that title. That was a great exhibition there. Which means Master Lin moves into the finals to play, I believe it is the Dragon himself, Tim Chin. That'll be coming up at, I believe that is 6:30. Let's have a look at.
I think he just said 6 p.m. actually in the background. I thought
so
I just heard.
They didn't back it up?
No, it's an hour and 5 minutes away, so plenty of time.
All right, it's going to be Tim the Dragon Chin versus Master Lin at 6 p.m. Eastern U.S. time, right here on the same channel as always. So be sure to check it out. See you guys then. Thanks for tuning in.